Hi, hello everyone. How you guys doing? I hope you guys had a great week so far. First off, thanks to everyone who came in from my live stream earlier this past Wednesday. I was glad a few folks come out for that. Let me use just our camera for a little bit. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. All right. So today will be a little bit special. As all you guys know, I've been doing all these streams where basically I draw like different cartoon characters with under different letters, the name of the week. But today's special, since today is actually going to be the last one we'll be doing, because I've pretty much gone through the whole alphabet, because today's final letter is the letter X. And what will be kind of tricky about this one is that there's not many characters who are named X. In fact, some of the examples I actually maybe drawing today, most of you probably have never heard of them, but there'll be a few that you're probably familiar with. In fact, I'm actually going to start off probably one most of you are familiar with. So, anyone who grew up watching Nickelodeon in the early 2000s probably remember a certain show called My Life as Teenage Robot. And most of you probably remember the title character show, Jenny, but her real, actual robot name was XJ9. So that's what I'll be drawing here is the little SJ9. And so let me see. I'm trying to decide if I want to do just a headshot or if I just want to stick to a full body shot. Let me think. I think I will just do a full body shot. It's been a while since I've done one. So it's usually let me start with a whole circle for a body. We do robotic pigtails. Draw our torso. Just draw our arms. Just draw our legs. So right now I'm just going to use a very light sketch to put everything in place. Then I can start going in with the extra details. Let me put in our eyes. We have little bolts at the ends for little ever pigtails. These little spikes. So I can bring the eyes just a little more because I want to make sure I have enough room for her hair. Let's get her neck. And then get the top part of her torso. Her little middle section, for her belly button. Her bottom part of her torso. And she robot, her arms are very flexible and rubber-like. Let me get her other arm here as well. Let's get her fingers. Her area where her joints are on her arms. Just get her legs. Who's got these long legs, almost fashioned as boots. There we go. And you can see, looking at her design, you're like, she's got a mixture of both like angular shapes and very round shapes. Because the overall show has a really distinct art style, very retro, almost 30s style to his character designs. All right, we're almost looking pretty good too. Before I go over the black pen, let me just kind of refine these details a bit more. There we go. I think we're looking pretty good. Now let's go back over to our black pen. Let me just start with these eyes. Oops, sorry about that. Didn't mean to mess with our camera. Is that like a little sharp highlight in the middle for eyes? Because the show had this really you need kind of art retro flesh pictures, but it also just really neat art deco style too. That really kind of gave a unique look to it. In fact, I'm hearing that some people are trying to get it rebooted. I don't know if it's true or not. If it is true, that would be nice though, because it definitely did get canceled way too soon. You get her hair. You get the bolts for her pigtails. That kind of spike in. He's kind of thicken out these outlines a bit more. Get her neck kind of thicken out a shine underneath her head onto our neck. Draw the first part of her top, which form her first part of her torso. I remember when the show first came out, it was oh yeah cartoons. That's what it was. I think actually quite a few shows actually ended up getting started through there. I think that this show, Fairly Odd Parents, what was another one? Chalk Zone too. And also, I think Nickelodeon nowadays they could use your another show like oh yeah cartoons because it really because it was kind of like what cartoon show or cartoon where it basically gave a lot of like new and upcoming animators like a chance to kind of like pitch a show, in hopes and get a new show out there. And it worked because they were able to get three shows. One of them, of course, ended up being a big hit. Fairly Odd Parents. Make sure I get her arms here. It's not very well because this is the first time I've done these. I've done like a full body shot in some of these sketches. I've gotten so used to doing headshots. All right, that's looking pretty good. Let me switch things for a moment. All right, so next one I got on my list. There was also another question from my regular viewer, Shay. I don't think he's in at the moment right now, but he'll probably be in here a bit later on. But he requested Xander from for the new Scooby Doo shows, Be Cool. I think those Scooby Doo Guess Who, that's who it is. Scooby Doo Guess Who. And he recommended maybe doing her. So I don't think I'll draw her right here. This one, I think it will be another headshot. We just kind of lightly get our features going. So I want to make sure I have room for her hair because that's one of her most noble features. Make sure I have room for a window's peak. Do an area for her eyes. Get area for her nose. Face. Just make sure I refine these features a bit more before I go into black pen. Let me bring her top lip here a little bit more for this one. Here we go. That looks much better. All right. I think I'll start for her nose in the middle here too, because here your nose kind of goes straight up. Then it kind of comes out at the bottom. It's so amazing that there's so many different Scooby Doo properties out now. Let's get her jawline. And get the lower part of her ear. Yeah, come out just a bit here to kind of, or cheekbones here to kind of come out of it. At the edge. Get her top of her head. Get eyelashes. And color her pupils. I think I bring them down since I notice they're still kind of a little too far. They're kind of further up earlier. Bringing her other pupil here as well. Get the other edge. We get her eyebrows. Hers are kind of thin. Let me get the front, like, wave bang of her hair, her front bangs. Just add a few strands here and there. I have to make sure it's covering over her shoulder because I do want to have a little bit over her shoulders here. There we go. That looks pretty good. Give me just a few moments. Just kind of switching through reference files. Some reference images on hand when I'm drawing these characters. Because even though I'm not too concerned about keeping them up, I want to make sure that they are still recognizable. And almost done. All right, I think I know exactly what I'm going to draw next here. So for our next one, some I might recognize this character a little bit more. This is actually XR. For those of you who might remember, back in the early 2000s, for Toy Story, they had a spin-off series called Buzz Lightyear Starman. It was an animated series, and Buzz Light, he actually had his own crew. He would work up, and they would go out and actually get all different adventures. And what his sidekick was, XR. He was a robot. And so, in fact, I think that's what I want to draw right here. And to come to think of it, I think I'll have him be a full body shot too, since he had a very distinct look. Yep, make sure I have enough room for his head. Very small, like floating head in the middle. Then I have his other arm here, just like Jenny. And even though he's made metallic, he's got very metallic, but also rubbery arms. Mental Ranger. We get his lower portion here. You know, I think I probably will overlap the legs here a bit here. Because feet, they're very flat, but they're almost like little escalators in them too. Yeah, it comes to hands. And sometimes I have to kind of stop and kind of look at my own hands just to kind of make sure it looks all right. See, I need to kind of redo that because I put the thumb on the wrong side. Get his arms while we're at it. They kind of bring little shoulder pads because they kind of come out in angle. They bring down his body because his body's very, very simple and cylinder-like. Bring out his other arm. His kind of bent. Here's gonna be. There we go. Let me see. He can bring his legs out. He's got very short legs. We get his movable rover-like legs. I'm stopped for a minute because I know I got 2 more characters left. I'm planning on doing. I'm deciding how I'm gonna place them. Yeah, I'm just kind of mapping out what I'm planning on doing for that. Okay, I think I know where I'm gonna do it now. Then, of course, I can't forget his head. And it's always a shame that Disney apparently it's not available on Disney Plus. Even though apparently like a lot of folks really popular, especially a lot of folks who grew up like watching it. Let me get his smile. I have really fond memories catching it. His eyebrows, and of course his helmet. All right, cool. So let's go and find it. Hey, Shay, how you doing? Glad you made it in. I'm glad you made it. You can see I already went and drew Xander not too long ago. So right now I'm doing XL from Buzz Lightyear Star Command. Yeah, sorry for here. I think I go into another full body shot here for this character. And I got 2 more characters lined up, lined up after this guy. He kind of round out his Xanatos. Let me kind of flatten up at the top just a bit. So it's not too pointy. You get his little shoulder pads. Get his arms here. Get his little gloves. Let me bring down his cylinder torso. I'll bring it down just a bit. Get his other arm here on the side. Let's get his like more flat feet. This flat but elevator-like feet. Escalator, I think I was meant to say. There we go. Let me bring this up so you guys can see a little bit better. Let me kind of thicken out the outlines a little bit more here. Yeah, I had fun is kind of catching this show at a time when it came up to. In fact, I think I got to like much later on. I think when the show was actually being phased out. For a lot of those kind of like Disney shows, I find myself really getting used a lot much later on when they were no longer new. Because for me, when to watch cartoons, I mainly did a lot of my cartoon watching like on Cartoon Network, then Nickelodeon. But when they start changing up their schedule, that's when I started turning to Disney Channel. And now I realize all the different shows that they had. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything on him. Oh yeah, can't forget to get the Star Command emblem, even though it's partially covered up. You can still have the wing on one side of it. All right, cool. So that's XL. Now, give me just one moment. Let me move the camera so you guys see us a little bit better. There we go. All right, so next one. This was also from another classic Disney Afternoon lineup. This is from Gargoyles. Now we're drawing one of their main villains, but also later anti-heroes, Xanatos. So let me go and actually kind of fill out his head here. Instead, start with circle, start more of a rectangle because his design was definitely a lot more angular compared to some of the other some of the other characters I've drawn in the past. And Gargoyles was also one of those other shows I think I didn't really get into it until much later. In fact, I know when I got a hold of Disney Plus, I actually ended up kind of binging the whole series after I got recommended by a few folks I was actually chatting with Discord about. And they definitely recommended like really kind of catching the whole thing, especially like the first 2 seasons. And I was generally surprised like how much I really did enjoy it. Let me get his chin. And make sure we bring his jawline out a bit more. You know, on top of having a darker tone, you had really great overarching stories, you had great character arcs, especially with him, how he basically ends going from like he was kind of a villain, but became an anti-hero, like further on later on with on the show's lineup. Let me bring out his hair. Let me block it out a bit more here. On top of that, having great voice acting too. I'm trying to think, who was it that voiced David Xander? Seems I can look it up real quick. Jonathan Frakes. That's who did it. And he's a pretty popular voice, but I know he's more well known for a lot of stuff he did, with Star Trek. So he's in a lot of since he was a lot of their featured films that were made back in the late 90s and early 2000s. And bring his neck out. And get his little ponytail. Kind of flatten out the top of his jaw at the bottom. There's enough room for his mustache. Kind of bring these eyebrows down a bit more. Bring out his nose a bit more here. Yeah, since his design is a little more tricky here, that's why I'm not really talking too much at the moment. This is my first, because like a lot of kids, this is my first time drawing him. So you bring out his cheekbones. Let me get the other side of his mustache, his goatee. Let me see. Let me bring this down. pull out so you guys can see. Yeah, Discord. I haven't really used Discord in a while either. I would mean to kind of log back in, at least the one I was using, but I had gotten so busy with all the other stuff, that I've been doing. And plus, with Discord, like I found myself on it like almost all the time. And like so if I need to do any work need to work on pure logic, I wouldn't end up getting it done because I was so busy chatting with other people. But yeah, someday I might end up kind of going back. I don't know if I'll go back to the old one or I'll just start like a new one like entirely. I don't know. That'll probably be something I'll probably think about when I ever get around to actually, actually doing it. Let me get the sideburns here. There we go. And another thing I like kind of like Detour, with disc. I think the very first time I used, I think it was already back. Probably was back like in 2020. Had no idea how to do it, so I ended up kind of learning it on the fly. And I think one of the very first ones I joined. I was only in it for about like a few minutes because I think it was a Disney themed one, and I guess when I was going through the rules, I forgot because it was a rule where, I think it was one where you could share artwork, and I guess I didn't look through all the rules that they had because apparently I guess I posted in the wrong spot, and right get one, I ended up getting booted from the whole thing entirely. I was like, okay, well, that's a lesson learned. All right, so we'll make sure I have his ponytail in the back. There we go. That's looking much better. All right, so let's go ahead and actually get him out. Plus features. Yes, eyes here. Let me just kind of add some of these highlights. You see, let me step back for a moment. What's going on with this one? Let me just get his eyebrows here. Let me kind of bring it down. Let me have it arch down just a bit more. There we go. We get his nose. Let me get his nose right here. Also, we get the side of his face. We get his jawline. Yep. Yeah, but I remember really enjoying just kind of binging the whole series. The whole series. I was surprised like how much I really enjoyed it because it really is kind of like is in a way like really has that feel of it was like an answer to the Batman the animated series. With it having more of a darker tone, but also having had to take more seriously, have these overarching like character arcs. It really, yeah, it really was a good show. I think around the third season, it kind of lost its path. Now, granted, I know part of that was because the original creator they'd already pretty much left the show at that point, so they pretty much had to go on without it. And I've heard some talk that they might have a revival. I'm not sure if that's true or not. Probably not. I was going to wish they don't do because I think it ended on a good note. And also, to my knowledge, the comic, which I haven't checked out yet, I heard the comics are pretty good. Those already kind of brought the show to a pretty, like how good conclusion. So I think I'm fine. So I'm pretty much fine with how it ended up ending it. He had a little shout out for his hair underneath here. Even though I know we're gonna add shadows later on, I think what I'll go ahead and do. Let me go and map the shadows out here with my red pen here. Since he always does underneath some dramatic lighting. Because it'll probably look better. It'll look better like once I really start coloring these things in full color later on. You kind of shade around like for his eyeshadows. Just have the extra of menace, but also a bit of mystery to him. Get shadow for his neck right here. Gotta have that come all the way down. All right, there we go. That looks pretty good. Give me now. Let me see my reference for our very last one. Give me just a moment. Give me just one moment. Also, sorry for what happened on the last stream. I don't know what happened. The sound must, I think my sound must have got conked out in the system. I didn't realize the way it happened until like once I was done streaming because like everything like it was still working okay on my end. It wasn't until I went back and looked at them to playback, and that I saw that it wasn't stream that the sound wasn't working. So I don't know how that happened. Okay, so for this last one, This last one is really obscure. So you can probably find it on YouTube somewhere. It's a show called Captertown Cops. And it's a fairly very simple, like very slapstick themed show. But what kind of intrigues me about it is that for some reason there's little information about it out there because apparently it was made in the early 2000s. Early 2000s, but to my knowledge, I don't think it's ever been aired on television. And it's for some reason it's really hard to find. But for what it is, it's still pretty enjoyable because like it was made by Bill Cobb. Because as far as I know, for those who know Bill Cobb, he was really known for doing a lot of cartoons in the '90s, especially Eat the Cat, and he ended up co-writing a couple of episodes on this show. And he even had a few good notable voice actors. One being Scott McNeil, who did a lot of characters, especially Piccolo from the Ocean Double Dragon Ball Z. And one of the characters he voiced, which is who I'm drawing here, is one of the recurring villains. He went by two names. On Norm, because he went by the town's mayor for Capertown, Mayor Kickback. But he also went under an alias as a villain named Mr. X. And so I'm drawing his persona here, like for Mr. X. And it's just so weird because like I haven't been able to find anything about it. Because even when I find like an IMDb, like it's really you can't even find anything there. But he's got that really large hat. But I gotta say, like Scott McNeil, like he does give a really good, so fun, really good performance. Then Scott McNeil, he's always gives a really great, really performance to any of the characters that he does. He can get some of his overcoat that he normally wears. You get his nose. Yeah. Yeah, I think the show is worth checking out if you're really into kind of like watching shows that have a very like old school, like Looney Tunes, like slapstick feel. Now, granted, the show isn't perfect. Like some shows have a little bit better writing than others. Sometimes at times, depending on either the voice actor or just tone show, it can get a little obnoxious. But overall, I think it's a fairly harmless show. I think it's worth taking a look. Let me see if I can bring out his mask. Let me see if I can bring it a little bit better. Yeah, I'm sorry for not asking, Shave. How have you been doing this week, though? You've drawn anything new as of lately? Cause I know I think those. Cause I do remember like those new sketches you did a while back that featured Jerry. Those turned out really nice. I really like those. We need the collar of his other shirt here. We get the top of his hat. There we go. All right, let's go and refine this a bit more. Then let me start off with his mask here. The Bob wears mask that can get his nose. You get his eyes. Yeah, for the longest, I've been trying to find out as much information I can about this show. Because even the animation is actually pretty good too. Now, some episodes, it is pretty rough. Because it is like on a TV budget. But even then, sometimes it's rough even for as far as TV budget goes. And of course, he's got that classic mustache. Because so much of it like they do a lot of like really great visual gags. Now, granted, to a extent, like sometimes they do rip off gags from those old cartoons, but like everyone they get a chance to really do a lot of like creative, like visually good, visually neat stuff. Some of them can get pretty bizarre at times. I like it. When especially more like loose shows like that, they tend to get a little more like out there with stuff. Let me get his other collar here. You get part of his buttons here. I thought about having this be a full body one, but I realize I'm not gonna have enough room if I were to try to do that. Because I think if I would, I have to really kind of shrink him down. Let's get the top of his hat. There we go. The top of his hat's got a little patch on there. It's kind of interesting contrast because for this guy, when he's going through his persona as Mayor Kickback, he's often dressed very nice, very foppish. But here as X, his clothes are a lot more shaggy, they're a lot more ragged, which kind of helps kind of differentiate the contrast between the two like alter egos he's got going there. Yeah, because honestly, this guy's honestly my favorite character like on that show because anytime he's on screen, he's always enjoyable to see. And we just kind of add a little bit of shadows here for his hat. Because I am going to go back and actually start adding more of him later on. All right, so guys, so we're just about done drawing these characters. So now the next part is coloring them in. And wow, I did not realize we were already an hour in already. Yep. But at the same time, I kind of want to take my time because even though I'm drawing less characters, but this being like the last stream and doing stuff alphabetically, I want to really kind of take time for you guys to see everything. And plus, the area you are trying to do a roll call of all the ones we've done. Let me sharpen our pencil here. Let me start with Jenny here. Since she's got the turquoise blue, look, I got the perfect color for her to use. Oh, let me bring this down so you guys can see a little bit better. Yeah, but Shay, I've really been liking your new stuff, as of lately. Because I always trying to come across, and every time I try to come off on DeviantArt, because I've been trying to get back into trying not only just like posting on DeviantArt, but also actually like looking at other people's work. Because I feel like a lot of since I'm not on it as much, I don't take as time to really look at other people's art as much as I really should. I've been working at Checkout War now, especially since I've seen but also seeing but also seeing how everybody else's work on there has just been getting better and better. So I always try to make drop in, leave a like, fave, comment whenever I can. I always try to make sure I take out time to do that. Let me get her boots here. I know the technically part of her legs, but I think it's just a little bit of stylization I think I do here. There we go. There we go. Let me get this out the shot. There we go. That looks perfect. Let me switch. Let me switch colors. Let me see which one can I use next. Let me use some purple here. So I know I can use that in a few areas. I think I want to use a little bit on XL here. Use on his little stripe underneath his helmet. And of course his gloves. He had it on the side of his feet here. All right, let's see where else can I use it. Oh yeah, I can use it for him right here. So I know the top part of his hat's kind of a light shade purple, so I'm being very light here in laying down the colors here. It's a lighter shade of purple. There we go. And now for the shadow part, I'm gonna go a little heavier. Just have that little shadow like contrast. Also gonna do another light shade of purple here. Just being very light, just very light. Yeah, because even when I find out different wikis about the show, like a lot of them are very scarce. So I may ever find out wikis like based on people who've worked on it, but not so much on the show itself. Like its production is a mystery. And I think that just kind of makes it so fascinating, at least for this show, like on why there's not much out there. All right, let me see. Is there any place else I can use it? I know it's wasn't really purple. I'll probably just use a little bit of it here. Let's see, what else can I use? I know bottom part's gonna be more indigo. I'll probably just use that. I've drawn something new. Something new yesterday. I drew and colored Share Bear. Oh, nice. Good, good. Good, good. I gotta check. I think later on today I gotta check it out so I can actually look at it and fave it. Let me see. What color can I use next? Oh, yeah, I think I'll use some light blue. There we go. Let me switch the music for a brief moment. Yeah, I remember I left the mix. I don't know, let the jazz mix going. It's playing some other stuff now. I intend to do that. I could probably add a little bit of purple. No, 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 no. I think I'll add a little bit of light blue here for his helmet. All right, let me see what to use next. I'll use some gray. So I'll use it on his hat. Obviously, I'll use it on his mask. This is a dark gray. I don't mind going a little bit thick here. color in. Of course, I'll get his suit. Am I looking forward to Valentine's Day? I kind of am. Especially, since up at work at my day job, we're getting a lot of stuff prepared as far as groceries. We got a lot of balloons, a lot of chocolates. And I'll definitely look. I'm always looking for a day after. Of course, a lot of those chocolates will be marked off, and actually can start buying the kinds I get, all kinds of different guys because I really dig chocolate, especially milk chocolate. But of course, I know around this time, this is where I start getting really extra fancy. And I know it's gonna be really busy because I know that's usually our busiest holiday. In fact, I think for almost any store, especially if your grocery or retail stores, the biggest, usually the busiest these days. I think it's usually Christmas time and also Valentine's Day. I'm trying to see where else can I use the gray. Yeah, I can use a little bit of. Oh yeah, I can definitely use the inside here for XR. Also at the bottom of his feet. And it's got I know the shell sometimes it's white, but also kind of a light shade of gray. I think I'll just do a very light shade of gray here. Just so it'll also pop against SJ9 here. Just add a little bit of variety. All right, that looks good. Yeah, but I'll pretty much be kind of working for pretty much Valentine's Day. Other than that, I don't have too many plans for that day. I might end up drawing something special for the occasion, kind of like I did last year. Because I know last year, I drew one of the sheriff. I think one of the characters from Gravity Falls. It was a sheriff. I don't know if I have it on me. Let me see, because I have some of the pictures some of the pictures I've done last year on right next to me. Let me go through it for a moment. See this one? Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. I think this is what I did around Valentine's Day for last year, where I ended up drawing Sheriff from Gravity Falls, the love god. That was really fun, to work on. I was really pleased how well that turned out. But yeah, that's what I did for occasion. I normally don't do stuff on the holidays that often. Well, I've been doing it more often than I've done in the past. All right, let me see which color can I use next. So I'll use this tan color, color in his face. So I'll pretty much be working. Yeah, got a particular. Any of y'all got particular plans for on Valentine's Day as well? I'm surprised, that Valentine's already here because it honestly didn't feel like I make different news of different mouse characters from different shows. Oh, nice! That's really nice. Yeah, I know you. Yeah, I think I might have seen. I think I might have seen a few of them so far. If I have, I'll probably go back and see. If I fade them. Because I definitely might have seen. I've definitely seen at least one of them. And then we gotta get Xanatos' face as well. Color his skin. I can't believe, we're already in February already. Like, the month has been going by so fast. Maybe it's since I've been so busy lately. That's why it seems to be going so fast. Let me see what color I want. Just kind of darken these shadows just a bit more so they're not as reddish. I'm use this olive green that I have. Just kind of darken these shadows just a bit. Yeah, that's the cool thing about complementary colors. You mix two together, like, say for example, like red and green. Like there, you can get a nice, good shade of brown. Uh-oh, I dropped it. Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. Yeah, a little bit of peach. A little bit of peach in this complexion of it. Just to kind of even it out, really kind of fill out his face a bit more. There we go. Well, I am looking forward to Valentine's Day. It's never been my top favorite. That goes for Christmas. Even though it can get really stressful, like, doing all the prep work leading up to it. For me, I think just the actual day itself, it's always really nice. Let me get Xander up here. And make sure I hadn't forgotten about her. Oh, hang on, let me stop. The camera's shaking too much. And I need to kind of start watching more shows because I know that I've seen a few episodes of Scooby Doo Guess Who, and I remember really liking it. But I know there's still a few more I still need to actually get around to checking out. It's crazy. I think the franchise. I think it's about like almost 50, almost 60 years old now. No, I don't even think it's just 50 years old. Here we go. Let me see if I got any brown on me. What's going on with with this with this pen? I mean pencil. For some reason, that's weird. The leg keeps coming out. See how it's popping out like that? That's really strange that's doing that. Oh well, we can still make it work. Because at least it's not breaking. Would you? When do y'all consider Valentine's Day your favorite holiday? Do y'all have like different holidays you guys prefer? Just out of curiosity. Y'all, it's really weird. The leg keeps coming out on this one. He had a little bit of black here to kind of like darken the shading on his beard. Yeah, a little bit of a shadow underneath his neck here, in line with the one I've already started. All right, let's get Xander. Make sure I get her hair as well. I think hers has a little reddish, so I am gonna mix up like a few other colors of her to kind of get her color looking pretty good. Well, actually, this might work fine. This might just work fine. Yeah, I'm promise I'm coloring on the side of pencil a little bit more rather than the tip. Because if I go down the tip, the leg keeps popping out the other end. Let's get the other side of her head. There we go. Let me go ahead and actually color in her mouth. All right, I didn't realize I hadn't really done that. Let me get her lips. And also, since I'm almost done with her, let me see if I have any of that pink magenta on me. Let's see if I do. Yes, perfect. So I'll go and color that. Get part of her shirt in. Usually when I'm doing tests, always try to get just a little bit of, with their shoulders in. I definitely want to do it for hers because I know since her hair comes down, though it goes over her shoulders, I want to make sure I caught that very well. So now Doctor, let me go and finish up him. I should have some indigo I can work with here. Let me see. Oh yeah, here we go. Let me sharpen it. Just kind of get the bottom portion here. Let me just kind of shade his hat a little bit here, but with that indigo too. I'll shade underneath his neck. I gotta add a little bit of shadow underneath here. I don't necessarily have to do that, but just to kind of add a little extra oomph to it. All right, let me see. So, also can't forget the gold buttons he has here. And also let me go and finish him up. So I forget his almost golden like shaped head. Oh, sorry. Looks like I forgot to use a little bit purple here for his headlight eyes. Cover the inside. Now, let me see. What other color am I forgetting? Oh, yeah, of course. Green. And that'll be the very last. If it looks, it's probably the very last color I'm going to have to use, too. Just kind of lightly color the edges. Color in his feet. It's still a little kind of a dark green. I might add some little yellow to kind of really kind of brighten it back up. I have two dual CSU drives to back up my photos, videos, and art. Good. That's good. That's great that you're doing that. You always want to make sure you have good backups of all your art. Yeah, because I have at least 3 USB drives. Now, grant all my pictures aren't on there. I need to make sure all of them are on there though. But also I have like one like terabyte storage system. I haven't used it yet. I am planning to use it pretty soon because I'm actually just kind of give y'all that let you know I'm gonna be switching on computers very soon. Cause you know what I'm working on. I'm working right now. You know what? I've had for a while. It still does the job, but I figured it's time to start an upgrade to a new one. So next time I'll be streaming, chances are I'll probably be streaming on the new computer. Of course, that depends on how long it takes to get set up. It shouldn't take too long to get set up, though. All right, so that I believe it for for our kit gear. So we had XJ9, XR, Mr. X, Xanatos, and Xander. So that actually makes it our final installation. So let me go ahead and actually tear this out. Give me just one moment. But yeah, it's very important to kind of back up your art because you just never know what's gonna happen because like you might lose stuff. Like you might lose stuff. Something might happen to your computer. You might end up getting a virus. Files might get corrupted. I haven't really had that happen to me just yet. Where I've lost any of my stuff. But you're right. It always helps to have someone on standby. Like just in case, because you really never know. You really never know. And a lot of times I'll save it up as sometimes I'll save it like as PNGs rather than JPEGs, because that's a big thing to make sure. Basically, kind of stay on PNG because PNG like it'll still save with a lot of good definition, whereas JPEGs will tend to get very pixelated. And so, guys, I hope you really enjoyed doing the stream. So, and it's fun to think like how thanks, Joe. I really appreciate it. It's funny. I wasn't expecting this to be the start of a series, but and be part of something I really end up enjoying doing like later on down the line. And I appreciate all of you who actually stuck around like for like this whole series. I've enjoyed different characters, all different suggestions you all have given. Of course, that's the one I did from earlier this week. These were all really fun, to work on. Yep, but as much fun as it was, it ends up coming to an end. And so, guys, I really hope you all really enjoyed this series as much as I enjoy, working on it. Yeah, thanks, Shay. I really appreciate that. And I'm definitely posting these last few on DeviantArt pretty soon. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I don't know. Funny enough, I don't know. What planned for my next stream though. In fact, what I'll probably do later on in the week, I'll probably put like a poll on like what you guys would like to see in some of my streams going forward, or at least a few ideas I have in mind, and I'll let y'all vote on which ones you'd like to see going forward. But until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful Saturday. Have a great Sunday. Have a great Valentine's Day. And I will see you all very soon.